Welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. How are you all fucking doing? I am doing pretty good myself. Thank you for asking. Now it's spooky time. It's Halloween. We know how to get ready. Someone asked me the other day if I put decorations up. I'm like, have you fucking never met me? Are you serious? Do I look like I put up spooky decorations? No. The spookiest decorations I have is my roommate leaves beers everywhere. Ooh, gross. Open beers. Socks on the kitchen table? No way. Ah! Where do you sleep? I don't have a bed. Ah! Is there any artwork on the wall? No, it's just two guys living here. Ah! What's the most decorated thing? The podcast, so it doesn't seem as sad when you watch it. Ah! Happy Halloween. Side note, I did the voiceover work for that. When you hear the pumpkin go, that was me. What's up? It's not every day I start with a song. It is. Every single day I do usually wake up with a song. I'm like usually stretch. I'm like, you big tired bitch. This song's called Stand Up and Piss and Then Pretend You're Gonna Get Up. You look at your phone. You look at outside. Outside looks better. Fuck, but I can't help but look at my phone. And then back outside. Oh no, my phone's coming back in my face. Oh no, did something to my dopamine wake up stuff. Oh, now grab the covers, go back to bed. Wake up in a panic. Fuck, I gotta do that today. Less of a song and more of a hit. Everybody. That's no way to talk. The world. I am very excited to announce that on October 28th, my episode of Nateland Presents comes out, and I'm very excited about that. It's 10 minutes of clean material. You can watch it with the whole family. You could watch it with your entire family. You can sit down with your family and watch it. And be like, oh, happy Halloween. That guy's funny. So yeah, check that out. Nateland Presents. It will be on their YouTube channel. I'll be sharing it. I'll be sharing it, and they'll be sharing it. That's what we do. That's what's so good about 2024 is that we all share. Everyone's sharing. Sharing is caring, and like maybe sometimes you're gonna take a flight home after you've been on tour. And you and the headliner were like, oh, shit. Damn it. There's no seats that are like together. And it's like, and it feels so weird when you're flying. If you're like hanging out with someone, if you're like, I'm here, and then there's another person, which, side note, who the fucking fuck buys middle seats? Who looks at 3 open seats and goes, I want the middle one? Give me the middle guy. I would like to sit there. That's like, that has to be their plan, to be like, they sit there and then some people like us come up, and then Tatum got on first, and she was like, hey, we're like traveling together and we're buds. Can we like sit next to each other? And I didn't see it because I was boarding group 4 and I think 5. And she was like, I don't know. Fine. And she was just, because I sat down and I was like, did it work out? And she was like, no, well. And, but she had the window seat. It's like, you can pick what you now can pick whatever seat you want. Except it's so weird to want the middle seat. Do you have any idea how weird it is? If you're a person, it's like, I like the middle seat. Like, you have like the weirdest fetishes. You're like, I hope people next to me fall asleep and use my shoulders as headrests. We don't know each other, but now we know each other's. I'm absorbing your dreams in my shoulders. Now I'm scared of snakes and spiders. I'm the weirdest superhero there's ever lived. That was who we sat next to on the plane. But I don't even know where that came from or why I was complaining. But it is weird because I won't complain about traveling because I have slept in my car, someone else's car, someone else's. Just, you sleep places. I was gonna say something gross, and I'm not gonna say that anymore. I slept in the. It's like, what are you talking about, Bob? Sometimes rule of threes is the dumbest thing ever. Sometimes if you're trying to keep a thing going just to say, and then you're like, damn. But that's this podcast, and you're welcome. But I felt bad because, dude, I don't like to complain about traveling because whenever Tatum she headed to Houston. And I was heading back to Austin. So we had a connecting flight, and then in Chicago, it's where we parted ways. And that flight was the last mode of transportation I will have that is like that, you ever just realize how grateful you need to be? You ever realize how grateful you need to be? Because sometimes we'll complain, we're like, oh, we don't get to sit on the plane, we don't get to pick our seat. And then you come home and you realize how poor of a guy you are. And you're like, well, I don't want to take an Uber for 8 minutes to my apartment. So what I'm going to do, what I think is good, is I'm going to take the bus. And what's bad about the bus? Nothing. But sometimes when you sit down, a guy across from you will sit down, take off one of his shoes. Just one of his shoes. Takes off one of his shoes. Barefooting it on a bus and was eating spinach dip with chips. And I think he had a shirt that said Texas or bust. And I guess kind of, hey, maybe Texas and bust. But he had one of his shoes off and he looked at me and gave me one of those. He was chewing. He goes, he gave me a nod. I was like, all right. Hey, can I have one of those chips? But that's whenever I realized I was like, oh man, I've been if you're flying and you complain about flying, oh, you should have to take a Greyhound bus or a city bus or, you travel with a guy who has a bus. That's what you should do. Because then you realize how nice it is to be like, oh, our flight's delayed. What do we have? It is overpriced, but at least we have food. You have beverages available. But when you're on, there's a city bus coming. You better know everything about that bus. And if someone has a question, if you don't know the answer, they are not going to be happy. What time does the bus get here? I don't know. I'm not front here. Get fucked. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. And then Tatum texted me and she was like, hey, here's a screenshot of the guy who's my driver. He's giving me weird vibes. Here's his, in case I go missing, here's his information. It's okay, cool. Lyft already had that. And I sent her a photo of this guy's bare feet with these bare claws of toes. These nasty, they were just not good toes. You know what? They were good toes. They were built like these toes. The toes on this man were built kind of like those cyber trucks you see. They really had a lot of sharp angles to them. You definitely look like I wouldn't know how to open up this thing or how to clean it. Is it self-driving? But man, if you can, I will say this about that guy. If you're ever sitting on a bus and you can take off one of your shoes, set it down and enjoy chips and spinach dip, you're doing all right. If you can be on a city bus, lean back, and just be like, oh my God. Like, if that, then you know what? Hey, fucking power to you. Because people can complain about everything, you know? And this guy is just like, I got 2 pickles. I got 2 pickles. You know what I mean? Like, it's the simple things in life. It's chips on a bus. It's chips on a bus. Let's take a moment to pray. Dear Lord, please give us the strength to not hit this vape that for about, I don't know, years I've been saying I'm going to quit. Lord, please give me the strength that whenever I want to hit it and then say to myself out loud, don't hit it. It's not going to make you feel better. And then still hit it and then go, well, I guess I should hit it 19 more times. Dear Lord, please give me the strength. But I could hit it. I could hit it right now and no one would be able to stop me. Oh my fucking God, the top of that is disgusting. Oh my God. What is in there? What in the fuck is in the top of my vaporizer? That's why I gotta quit. That's probably what the inside of my lungs look like. No, it gotta be worse. So I want to quit this. So please, Lord, help me quit it. But I could just hit it right now. No. I disown thee. I say no, baby. But I could. And it would be the same as yesterday. Looping forever. No! I didn't come this far to only come this far. But I could literally stop on this park bench of nicotine. Never again. Never again will you get me like that. But we could become friends once more. Once more into the good night. Once more. No! And I mean it this time. I fucking mean it. You think you're so strong, the vape devil? You think I like the taste of red? I do. But you think I want it every day? I do. You think I like it to taste like I'm vaporizing a slushie? I don't know. I'm done with you. And you get the fucking hell and shit out of here. Sorry about that, guys. That was actually a little crazy. Oh, no! Uh-oh, I accidentally kind of hit it with the back of my throat. Fuck, today doesn't count. I guess I could hit it really quick. No! All right, fucking, that better be a clip or I'm literally gonna, I just fucking glugged down a Raz. I glugged down a vape. Hey, buddy, you ever gotten glugged? Hey, buddy, you ever glugged? I used to get glugged a lot in the 90s. Oh, they would glug me? Oh, to get glugged back in the day was just the bee's knees. Oh, God. Me and my friends driving around getting glugged. They would say, hey, do you have a gun? And I'd say, yeah, check my glug box. And we would laugh while getting glugged. JD Vance was supposed to be on the podcast today, so that's great. I guess it's just a solo episode. Every single guest that I try to email, I can't find their email, but I don't look for very long. I am trying to vote on the road, and I'll tell you what, it is not an easy answer. Hey guys, mail-in voting is as easy as looking it up and getting 19 answers. Hey, did you recently move and you're trying to figure it out, but everything you look up is just... I'll figure it out. Hey, click a link in the bio to vote for the president. No, don't do it. Okay, for real, I kind of already hit it. So whenever I put it in the back of my throat to do that bit, you know that thing that's in the back of your throat, it went, and it hit it. It went, which made it suck. I gotta clean it though. Hold on, what am I gonna clean it with? This is why. If you're a kid watching this, that's weird because I put on the discretion where it's like definitely not made for kids. But if you're young and you're trying to, you think vaping looks cool? You think it looks cool? It doesn't look cool. You know what looks cool? A diploma. Yeah, a diploma. All right. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I gotta set this down while I clean out my fucking vape. This episode is sponsored by the vape shop I will eventually own and run when comedy doesn't work out. It's called Bob's Bargain. Hey, come on down to Bob's. We got everything you need. We got vaporizers. And if you need anything else, then what the fuck you doing? All I had to do is just find a piece of paper on the ground that had nothing important on it. At least I hope it didn't. Maybe a good ass phone number. But I'm gonna lose this battle today. Fuck! That's what's spooky. The spookiest thing in the world around Halloween, your own brain. It makes me burp. You should probably never smoke it because it makes you burp and it doesn't have any burping mechanisms in it. What else was I gonna fucking talk about? I feel like I always want to tell you guys stuff and then I freaking forget. My buddy just asked me if I wanted to go golfing. That was he keeps asking me if I want to go golfing, and I do, but they were so hungover, like Zach and Owen looked like dog shit, and they were like, "We're gonna go golfing." And they were like, "You could come and do your podcast on the golf cart," and I was like, "Yeah, that would be fun as fuck, but I think I'll just stay here." Am I missing out on life? Yes, but do I have everything I own in a box to the left? Everything I own is in a box to the left. And I would kill to know the rest of the lyrics, but I do not know the rest of the lyrics. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can have another box in a minute. I don't know what's inside of my boxes. Because when I was packing, I was in a hurry. So I got bathroom stuff and other stuff that doesn't belong with bathroom stuff. You must not know Bobby. You must not know Bobby. I got ADHD for a minute. Had it since I was a kid. Because I don't know why. You must not know Bobby. You must not know. It's a fucking good. That's actually a good song. Oh, what? Now I won't be able to stop hitting it? Cool. Fuck. Yeah, we did. We just got back from tour, which was sick. I have been on the road consistently for by far the longest I ever have. And man, I got to tell you, I love the road. I love it. I don't love this. Like some people are like, I don't know. The things people tell me they like when they travel, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I like the fact that like when I wake up and I go, I have no fucking idea where I am. That is fun. You have no idea what I feel like I wake up like, you feel like you wake up like Jason Bourne, but like they didn't do a good job of erasing your brain. Like you woke up and you're like, who am I? Where? I'm like, in South Carolina. What? Virginia. What does everything look? Where am I? What year is it? And what city is it? What city is it in the year? Am I in Cincinnati in 2019? I sure fucking hope not. Yeah, we were just in we were in Virginia. That was cool. And then we were in Philadelphia. God, shout out to Philly. Philly, I don't know how to not have a good time when I'm there. I don't even know how to not have a good time when I'm in Philadelphia. We were in Philadelphia and it was a blast. Fucking so much fun. Dude, Ryan Shaner came out and did a guest spot and we had so much fun. We were and that dude, and here's the I don't know. I love stand-up and I love it and it's why we do this. It's like it's the main vein or whatever you want to say. But I am a fucking bitch 4 bits backstage. I love green room bits. Oh my fucking God. It's so fun. And Ryan Shaner was killing, dude, we were backstage and dude, Shaner has this bit where he is like a drunk guy and he does the swallows well. Cause like, I feel like everyone does like, you know, I do it. Like when I do a drunk guy, I'm just like, hey, human, what do you think? Like, it's not good. It's like way over the top. And Shaner does this one where it's like, yes. He swallows at weird points. He goes, come here. He puts his hand on people. And we were just back there. We were like laughing, smoking. And dude, there's just like, I feel like as a comic, that's the best part, you know? It's like, cause it's like, hey, did you like Liar Liar? Yeah, but you're waiting for those credits at the end. You're waiting for the bloopers. You're waiting for the trials. You're waiting for the silly billies. Ooh, oh. You're waiting for that. Dude, I remember all the Liar Liar ones. No, wait, I didn't. Oh, he fucking eyes. He just pretends to catch a fish. God damn. Oh, God, I love bloopers. Your Honor! And he just makes a swan. God, to be Jim Carrey. God, to be Jim Carrey. It's got to be awesome. Like, everyone heard, dude. It had to, dude, being Jim Carrey is awesome. Now, now is a little bit more interesting because, like, dude, everyone I know is like, I feel like everyone you know at one point shares the video where it's like Jim Carrey talking about, he was like, yeah, I was in Hawaii and they thought a missile was going to come. And I tried to call my family and my phone didn't work. And I was like, I'm Jim Carrey. And they were like, the phone still won't work. And he was like, and then I just like sat on the beach. And I just like looked out and he's like, and I just thought about my life and I was really grateful. And that moment always gets everybody. That moment really does always get everybody. But no one else in Hawaii was Jim Carrey. Everyone else on that beach was like, I didn't do enough. I cheated on my family. I had a gambling problem. It's like this huge moment. And then while you're having it, you're like, is that Jim Carrey sitting in a lotus dance? You're just like, do I go to the beach? You don't know what to do. You like run in the beach. It's like, you're like, that didn't feel good. You like don't know what to do. And you're like, oh my God, is Jim Carrey sitting like this? Is that the Pet Detective? Oh my God. Jim Carrey's like, look at these idiots. Why didn't you just make $1 million when you were younger? Why didn't you just make millions and millions of dollars? Oh my God. Just Jim Carrey going like this. I would really like to meet that man one day. It would really mean a lot to me. I feel like I have, as a comic, you will have that where you're like, oh, I'm going to make fun of someone who's like a figure. And you're like, it would really be nice to meet you though, mister. Dude, my buddy, he's a Kansas City comic. He he was like, dude, he texted me. He's like, I am in the same room. He goes, I'm literally sitting in the same room as Jim Carrey right now. And it's like, I love that you texted me. I can't even believe that you're in the same room as Jim Carrey. And then you thought of me. That's pretty cool. Will you get his number and ask him to text me? Someone has their Jim Carrey's phone number. There's someone out there that's like, fuck, I missed Jim Carrey's phone call. He was probably in Hawaii about to get blown to smithereens. Just being like, yeah. Oh my God, it's all over. I was in The Mask. I was in Dumb and Dumber. I just accepted my life. I do wonder if I'll do that, because sometimes when I'm on a plane, you'll get turbulence and you'll hear someone be like, oh no, like you hear someone who values their life. I'm not saying I don't value my life. I am saying some people just value it like a lot. Like some people are still keeping the stickers on the hat of their life. Some people really they got a case for their life and they put it in there at night and they care about it. And some of the rest of us, when turbulence happens, you're like, how would I feel? Would it tickle? Because whenever I get dude, if you ever sit next to me on an air flight, or on a flight of air, if you are ever sitting next to me on a flight, you are going to think I am terrified. And I am having a hard time explaining to people that I'm not. I'm having a hard time explaining that I love it, but I get butterflies as an adult more than any other person, except for Randy Feltface. The guy who's inside of Randy Feltface, we get the same thing. We both get that. And I get it on flights. And when it takes off, this is what I do. I grab my arms underneath both armrests. I grab them underneath and I tighten myself down like I'm going to outer space. I tighten myself down like I'm Steve Buscemi in, what's that fucking movie? Apocalypse. It's definitely not Apocalypse Now. What's the fucking movie? What's that movie where Ben Affleck is like eating fucking animal crackers off the belly of his girlfriend? Yeah, I'm going outer space. This is what people do before they go to Armageddon. What do people do before they go to outer space? They play with their food. Oh, I'm about to go on an asteroid. Hey, Amy, you come back? I don't know. I'm going with your dad. Hey, me and your dad gotta save the planet. Okay, but can you play with my tummy first? Please? All right. I'll play with your tummy, but then I really gotta go to outer space. I'm gonna rewatch that movie. That movie is so fucking good. That movie is so fucking good. Bruce Willis is in it, and dude, Bruce Willis is awesome. Also, this is coming up pretty organically, but this is something that I was talking about. I was like, I can't really turn this into a bit because I don't really talk about like that. I don't really talk about like human beings that are actually alive. Like I talk about things that happen to me. I don't really talk about like Bruce Willis. But can we give him some space? Because like Bruce Willis like is not doing well. If you don't know, Bruce Willis is not doing great. But what I don't like is that every time I open my phone, someone's like, and Bruce Willis doesn't even know what a towel is anymore. You're like, okay. Bruce Willis has lost the ability to eat eggs. You're like, okay. It's like, who is being super specific? Bruce Willis says he doesn't even know what contemporary art is anymore. Bruce Willis has lost the ability to watch birds. Bruce Willis can't hold binoculars anymore. You're like, okay. Can we give this guy a break? So, yeah, that's probably why the bit's not working. It's not great, but I also say it differently. Yeah, what was I talking about? I went from that to Armageddon, from that Armageddon. Oh, on a plane, that's what I do. I hold myself down that hard. And I'm like, ugh, and then I get the tickles. So I do feel like that. I feel like if the plane went down, I'd be like, ah, and it would tickle my little belly off. Look, when I do this, hold on. My mustache looks like the Batman symbol. I can do different kinds too. Let me try. I'll do like I'll try to do the Ben Affleck one. You know, like it's kind of a fat one, and then I can try to do like the classic one. And then what's the other one? I can do I can't really do like Batman Beyond because I can't get it flattened up. Let me try it. I can kind of do the Batman mixed with Robin one. Hold on. Baby, if I could see into the kiss from a rose on the bread. Ooh, the more the bread I get, it better to see, yeah. And I let your roses in bloom. I like it, the moon on the grave. Ooh, the more I did it, the better to do, yeah. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. And did you know that when it snows, my eyes become eyes and my parts become stinky again? Baby! I can sink into a kiss from a rose from the dead. Ooh, dude, that song fucking rips. That song absolutely rips. And I'll say this, I did grow up in I was born at the perfect time to enjoy Batman. Because the first movie, shut the fuck up. The first movie came out in 1989. That was the first Batman. That was, I sound like I hate these kind of conversations. No, the first Batman, I hate those. But the first Batman was that one. Came out in 1989. I was born in 1990, which meant it had enough time for everyone to be like, fuck, that's pretty good Batman. So you have that movie. Then you're a kid, and by the time 1992? Was it 1992 that they came out with The Returns? God, the cover of it is so good. Batman, right above him, Batman, Catwoman, and fucking the Penguin. Yeah. That one was so good. And then everyone didn't really like the third one because Val Kilmer became Batman. They didn't love that. And then Nicole Kidman's like, I leave my windows open at night. And then it's that one, and no one really likes that. But I think it's great. You got Jim Carrey once again playing the Riddler. He's playing such a cool Riddler. Now my brain's becoming your brain. Oh, God damn. What a cool blender that was. And so you got that one, and that one was awesome. And then it's I think that was whenever, ooh, the more I get it through the birthday. But it's so people are like, oh, it's not great, but it's still got a good song. And then the fourth one's not great. The Iceman. You got the fucking Joe. You got the what's what's that guy's name? Mr. Freeze. You got Mr. Freeze. This morpher coming in. They're watching a musical. That's so stupid. They're all I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. So you got that one. And then Mr. Snow is, he's like, but I'm not at the end of the movie. He's like, diamonds are forever or whatever. And yeah, that one's, it's not as good, but it's like still when you were a kid, like it made sense. Like, I guess if you saw it in 1989 and you were 20, then yeah, I guess like 10 years later, you're like, they're making the fourth one. And you watch it, that fucking sucked. So it was like the perfect time. And now I get to watch this whole thing like go to shit, like while with like the Joker and all that stuff too. It is so fun. It is so fun to see that a musical went bad because I do not like musicals. And as soon as I heard that the Joker was going to be a musical, I was like, well, that's definitely not going to be good. I just don't get musicals. And there's things that I don't get that I get. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to really play D&D, but I have buddies that explain it to me, and I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I get it. I do get why you like that. But I don't get why musicals. I don't get it. Because it's like movies are already hard enough as you get older to be like, all right, what's going on? But then for them to be like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we're going. It's like, it just seems like, it's just like how a little kid lives their life. They're like, but I don't want to go to the park today. I just shit my pants, That's what a musical is to me. It's a kid's thoughts. Ooh, the sweet sound of dying too young. Every puff you take takes off a year of your life. Well, I've tried, and I must have been 1 million years old. Because I can't take the years off my life for fucking shit. With every cigarette takes off a minute. How many minutes I living? How many minutes I got to be alive? In stand-up, if you don't know, when you're about to wrap up your set, when you need to like get off stage, someone in the back will give you a light and they'll like go like this so you notice it. That would be so fun to have. That would be so fun to have in life, is like to be like someone, like all of a sudden you just look in the back and someone's like, you got 5 years left. You're like, yes! Oh my God. And if you're like, Bobby, you shouldn't talk like that. You've never slept in a car. So, and you never will. That's a Batman line. I never thanked you. And you ain't got to do that. Bloopers from Batman. Rachel! Should I say her last name? I don't know. I'm back. He would not. Why would he? Where are they? I mean, she. Yeah, they would be so unfunny. You want to know how I got these cars? Cars. I actually did hear that the Joker, whenever he was going to blow up the hospital, which they did blow up, he was actually hitting the button. And for some reason, the demo team couldn't get it to go. So that was real. That whole moment, that whole thing you saw was not even, it was real. So imagine being in that moment, you're like, and you want to be like, what's going on? But then they blew up a building. We ain't in a building. Did that make my microphone go off? If I hit my vape just right, do you hear that? Maybe it'll make it go out whenever I perfect my podcast sound. That's what the thing that goes in my throat's going to sound like soon.
So I used to be funny. Now I talk like this, and I'm the funniest ever to live. Could you imagine Bobby with this? They would not have the batteries to go.
You shouldn't make fun of those. It's just something you make fun of because you barely see those anyway. Is that a... Hey. I definitely don't want to get hate from just asking a question, so I will look it up later, as I do every podcast in case I made a mistake. Because we're all here to learn, aren't we? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to end with something. We're all here to learn. Sometimes you think you know everything. You know, sometimes you're like, aha, I've got all the answers. I think I'm so smart. And then you still trip and spill coffee all over you. And then you go, God damn it. And then you look around and you're like, well, now everyone thinks I'm crazy. So that's a learning experience. Maybe just look around and don't try to. You don't have to listen to one song on your walk home. You don't have to do that. You don't have to order a hot coffee. You don't have to order hot coffee and then be walking through a parking lot that's very uneven and trip and then think that you're going to spill coffee all over your hands, scream, and people are going to think you're normal. So that's just what we learned today. If we've learned anything, we've learned that. So love one another. The planet's getting hot. So please, you know, stop that shit. Please stop that shit from happening. We're so tired of the world getting hot. I live in Austin, and it's actually like, because it's the end of October and it's like fucking hot, I could wear a short. I could literally like go outside in just shorts. It's kind of nice. But like, not everyone gets that, but we do. And I'm like, well, it's always hot in Texas, but fuck, it's gotta be because of global warming and so on. So it's like, that's not good for everybody, but I like it. So that's the podcast. I hope you fucking, who cares? All right, you girls go do you. you go be yourself. All right, that's bye. That's it. That's the pod. Bye.